boy Vic XL, and this is the Ride and Dirty Show, where we bridge the gap between hip hop and everyday life. Man, I gotta say one time for everybody checking us out over on Facebook Live. I love you guys for hanging out in the middle of the day. Love you guys who always check out the show. One time for the good people over at WRFG 89.3 FM Atlanta, Georgia. Our FM radio home for the past 15, 16, 20 years. Definitely check us out every Thursday night, Friday morning at WRFG 89.3 FM in Atlanta. Holding down the 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. slot. I know y'all like, God damn, Vic, that's late as hell. Well, check us out when you wake up to go to work if you got a job, all right? That's why you can always check our interviews out. Our interviews stream on 10 plus streaming sites, Spotify, iTunes, just to name a few, YouTube. Definitely check us out. Also gotta say one time for the good people over at live365.com. Last year we was blessed and privileged enough to partner up with live365.com and launch our very own internet radio station. Alright, definitely. We launched Ride 95, that's our station. The way to access us is easy. All you gotta do is go to live365.com. Once you're at live365.com, go to the search engine. In the search engine, you'll see over 2,000 internet radio stations. It's okay, don't worry. All you gotta do in the search engine is type in RIDE, R-I-D-E, the number 9, the number 5. Okay, now once you type it in and hit that search, you will see our station logo. Click on our station logo and you will have music 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Now, if you want to check us out on your mobile device, your mobile apparatus, it's also just as easy. Be sure to download the Live 365 app. Once you download the app, go to the search engine, type in Ride 95, click that station logo, and again, voila. Music 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Okay? Definitely lock us in. We're giving you what's next in hip-hop and R&B. Alright? Okay. One time for our sponsors, man. One time for the good people over at Mary Sweet Tea. I'm sorry. That's a tongue twister. One time for the people over at Mary Sweet Treats. Alright? Definitely satisfying that sweet tooth of yours. One time for the good people over at El Cornell Michelada Mix. Best Michelada Mix this side of the border. One time for the good people over at J. Lawson Music Group. Independent music group giving you the dopest independent group, super group out. Featuring legendary Atlanta artist Kilo Ali. Featuring DJ Taz. And featuring Mr. Flamboyant. One time for the good people over at 100 Band Run Luxury Clothing, brought to you by the Burning 50. Luxury clothing for the players. And last but not least, one time for the good people over at Liquor Lollipops. Liquor Lollipops is a premium hard candy designed to taste like your favorite alcoholic beverage. Be sure to go get your taste buds drunk over at Liquor Lollipops. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, now it's time for me to stop running my mouth and do what I like doing most, and that's bringing you the people on the street, the people in the community, the people that are changing our culture, day by day, brick by brick, moment by moment, second by second. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today is no different than any other day on the Ride and Dirty Show. So welcome. What up, Money Matt? Welcome to the Ride and Dirty platform. And I'm finna tear this name up, and I know it. Miss Venetric Faye, author Venetric Faye. How you doing today, ma'am? And please correct me. And I apologize for tearing your name up.
You definitely tore it up all the way. It's Venetric.
Venetric. Miss Venetric
Yes.
Faye. And generally, I'm not the type. You can tell me one time and I got it. Miss Venetric Faye, how are you doing? First of all, I apologize. Forgive me for my southern accent and my southern reading goggle eyes. I apologize. All right. Now,
thank you.
I always like to start off by saying I am humbled and blessed to have you gracing my platform. Thank you for giving me the time in the middle of the day to tell my listeners your story and your journey.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it so much.
All right, now let's get into it. Tell the world about
Okay.
Miss Venetric Faye and where you're from. And when did you discover you had the pen to write?
I am a native Houstonian. I've been writing since middle school, and I decided to put my writing to work. I mean, writing, I thought about it every day, all day, and I decided I've been sitting on this book for so long. Why not go ahead and put it out? And so that's what I decided to do this year.
Okay, let's rewind. What was it like growing up in Houston? What was the household like? What was the family like? Siblings, mom, dad? Let's get into it, man. These people want to know.
Well, I actually was given to an adopted family, and then I later got with my mother at a later time. She gave me away when I was younger because she couldn't take care of me. And so later when she came back to get me, then I was with them and from 11 years old until, I got out of school and everything. So, but I didn't know my siblings until I was like 11 years old. And so she's part of the reason why I'm writing the book, because of the childhood I had.
Okay. Hold on. I got to wipe my brow. Okay. Tell me the impact that because man, you said so candidly, she gave me away. Like, tell me what type of impact that had on your life to even be able to say the statement, she gave me away.
Well, the person that she gave me with, she abused me, and it led over into my adult life. And it caused a lot of drama to where I had to be able to have an outlet to be able to get what was inside of me out.
Oh, can you remember the dialogue that you and your mother had when you guys were able to speak freely about this situation? Or has that dialogue even came at this point?
Well, it's two ways I can answer that. We talked about it a few times, but I didn't really understand. So many times she has said, okay, I didn't give you away. It was that my friend said she was going to take care of you. And of course, that's not what took place. And just this past Sunday, we had a confession part because actually I told her about my book because she didn't know I was writing a book. And I told her about my book, and I told her that she was in it. And she said that she wasn't going to read it. She was going to buy it, but she wasn't going to read it. Because she asked me, was she in it? And I said, yes. And so when I went to talk to her Sunday, I told her, I said, you're in it because I want you to understand how my life changed when you gave me away. I want you to understand what happened to me and why I feel the way I feel, why I felt the way I felt about you all of those years when I couldn't even, classify you as being my mother. I couldn't even touch you. I couldn't even hug you. I couldn't even do those things to you. I said, I'm not talking bad about you. I just want you to know what I experienced. And I said, actually, I said some good things about you. I said, so when you get the book, it would be best that you do read it so you do understand where I was then and where I am today. I said, I want you to know how you made me feel, the fact that you gave me away, the fact that when I came up here, when I met my sisters and brothers, and you still took me back down there, regardless of the abuse that I experienced. And she said that she didn't know that I experienced the abuse that I experienced. And I told her, well, I did. And, this is what happened. And so she said that because I told her, she made me feel like her or my father didn't want me. And she said that that's not what it was. So, I believe her. But from where I was then to where I am now, it is different. But still today, I still think that they didn't want me. No matter what she tells me, that's not how I feel. And that's not how I was raised to feel. I felt like she gave me away, and I felt like my parents didn't want me, and that's where the book come in.
Now, I have to ask, and you probably can't honestly answer this question. Does she understand why you feel this way? Because it sounds like she might be a tad bit in denial. There's no way she can't understand. You know, she's your mother, and I mean, there's just a lot of things you missed out on when it comes to that nurturing from your biological mother. Like,
I'm here, up here with you guys, and I met my brothers and sister, and then I told you I didn't want to go back, and you told me that you couldn't keep me there, and you took me back. She said she didn't remember that, but I remember it.
now you know what I've learned in my life. A lot of time, traumatic experiences, whether people are being honest or not being honest, I've noticed a lot of things that are traumatic. People push them so far out of their memory that they really don't remember them. You know, whether they're being honest or not, I'm not sure, but they really, you know, there are situations that we will remember that the person that caused us to feel that way don't.
I believe that. I kind of believe it, but then again, you know, it's like, how can I remember that? I'm the one that had the traumatic experience. So it's like, how can I remember everything? How can I remember that enough to put it in a book for you and my father? How can I remember those things, but you don't remember? I remember.
What's your relationship like with the people that reared you?
Well, she died a long time ago, and I definitely was glad of that. Lord forgive me, but I definitely was glad of that. But the sister that I really cared about, she passed away as well. Now, the other sister that's alive that was cruel to me as well, I mean, you know, we cool, but, I mean, it ain't, my relationship is cool, but it's not like I just really love her like that. Like, the dad that raised me was her dad. He just passed away just recently in December. He was good to me. So all the people that were kind of like good to me are kind of like passed away. So I got a couple of cousins that I really love that I kick it with. But the sister that's left, we cool. But I still remember what happened. So it's kind of hard for me to be just really a sister that she want me to be, even though we're not really sisters, but, you know, we are kind of.
Okay, all right. Well, was writing this book the best way for you to deal with this situation? Because I'm sure this is something you just can't let go. I'm sure this is something that you'll remember for the entirety of your life in some form. So, was this book therapeutic for you?
It has been. You know, I've held on to this book for quite a long time because I was afraid to put it out because I didn't want to offend anybody. I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But the more that it was overwhelming me and overtaking me, I had to put it out because at the end of the day, it's my truth. And I had to get to a point to where I don't care what nobody thinks. At the end of the day, I know that I'm telling the truth, and you can't tell me that I'm not because you were there when all of this was happening. So yeah, I'm glad that burden is off of me. I mean, it's always going to be a traumatic experience because sometimes she triggers me and I think about it and it takes me back to that place, but then I bring myself back. So that experience is always going to be there. But am I glad that it's off of me? Yes.
Okay. How long did it actually take you to pen this book?
Oh, I've been holding this book probably for a little bit over 10 years.
Okay, now, when you start writing, did it just flow, or did you write bits and pieces here and there?
No, it just flows. It just flows like it just happened yesterday. It just flows.
Okay. Now, how has dealing with this situation affected your relationships in life today? And how you deal
it has really affected. Well, it has really affected my relationship with, you know, when you don't have, like, I can only speak for me. When I didn't have a father in my life, I've always wanted that. Like, I was always searching for some type of love. Like, I don't know what it was. I was always searching for in men to, I guess, like you're looking for a fatherly figure type of love when you don't grow up with a dad. And I was always looking for that in men, and I've never really had the best relationships because that's what I was always looking for. And I had to come to terms to, to love me and know that I had to stop looking for that. Even though I didn't get that growing up, I stopped looking for that because that's not, I didn't get the fatherly love that I wanted to get, but I couldn't go around in every man looking for it, and that's what I was looking for. Like, to be honest with you, I had an ex, his mother taught me how to love my own mom.
Wow. Was that through the relationship you had with her?
Yes, because his mom she would hug me, she would love me, like, she showed me what it was to have a daughter because she had daughters and, kids of her own. We had, like, popcorn nights. It was a family where they don't talk about each other. Like, if they had an issue, we would have family meetings. Like, they included me in everything. Their grandparents was my grandparents. Like, and my mom would, still today she kind of get jealous of our relationship. And I have to tell her, this is the woman that taught me how to love you.
Okay, do you and your mother reside in the same area at this point?
I actually live in Cypress, which is a little part of Houston, and she lives in League City, which is the outskirts of Houston.
Okay.
And that's about 45 minutes to an hour, depends on traffic.
All right, now, what's your relationship like with your father?
Well, to be honest with you, he's been married for so long. His wife has kept me away from me basically since ever since I was 14 years old until now. She has kept him away from me. I have talked to him a few times, but every time I want to like have a date and sit down and talk with him, he has to kind of like sneak and do it. So I'm not, and I told him I'm not sure what we're sneaking for. So if we have to sneak and do it, let's not do it. But the only thing that really still just baffles me is how he raised her daughter and didn't raise his own.
Man, like does his wife not know? Because why should you? And you can't answer this question, so this is rhetorical. I'm just saying it out loud. Why should you have to sneak to spend time with your flesh and blood?
Yeah. Exactly, and that's the same question I'd be asking him. But he always has to sneak and talk to me, and he never talks to me when she's around. And we can't. I think I haven't talked to him maybe since last year November. I haven't heard from here. And here I have a birthday coming up in June, so I definitely know I'm not going to hear from him. But sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you have parents with a mother where they keep them away from the child, and even though, like, I'll give an example. I was just talking to his cousin, which is his first cousin. I just talked to him this past weekend as well. And he was telling me how they went fishing and things like that and asked me to come. And I told him, I said, well, he said he talked to my dad and my brother. And this is what I told him. I said, I don't know those people. I said, you talked to my dad, which I gave him my dad's name. And I said, well, it seems like the next time I see him or when I see him, he'll be in a casket. And he told me, don't be so harsh. But, I mean, that's just the real reality of it.
Now, you know what amazes me in situations like this? People tend to, because I've known people and I've had similar, not so similar, but I've had situations with my family members that when I speak from my heart and from what I feel, people tend to want to defend or feel like I shouldn't feel the way I feel and to tell me stuff like, don't be so mean, don't speak so harsh. Like, man, like, were you telling that person? Were you telling them to spend the time? Were you telling them to do the things that they need to do, to help build me up instead of me having to deal with some of these ills alone? So I don't really understand when family wants to be like, oh, don't be so mean.
I don't understand it either. I just, what I learned, I just tell people what it is, and if they don't like it, I really don't care. As long as it's not on me, I don't care. I don't, to me, I don't know those people. So if they talk to me, when I was talking to my dad at that time, he was like, well, call your aunties. And I'm like, who are those people? I'm not calling those people. Why don't they call me? They ain't never called me or none of that. I don't, I just don't deal with them, period.
Okay. All right. So you know what? We've done all this talking, and I did not say the name of the book. But the name of the book is the Diary of a Hurt Soul. Okay, the Diary of a Hurt
Yes,
Soul. I understand why you picked
yes.
that name, but tell the people who might not get it why you picked that name.
I picked that name because my soul was hurt. I've been broken for a long time. And what you're going to read is me. You're going to read everything about me. It's the diary into my life. And you're going to know what I went through. You're going to know exactly step by step. It's going to be like you're right there. You're going to know the whole story of my life. My soul was broken for a long time. And I'm kind of glad I did write the book because I wouldn't be mentally sound where I am today. And that's why you'll read everything in the book that tells you that.
Okay. Now I gotta ask you this because I seen some posts you made, and I said when I talked to her, I'm gonna ask this question. And this is not about the book. I'm coming back to the book, but I don't want to forget to ask this question. I need you to tell me what type of hair smells like toe juice and sour socks.
Okay, see, like I'm natural, and so I was thinking I wanted to get a sew-in, so I'm trying to figure out, like, people sell this hair, and the hair smells like sour toe, feed, and juice. It just stinks to smell like sour toe juice. It does, and I'm just trying to find some hair that don't smell like that.
Okay.
And sometimes when ladies be wearing this weave, it stinks, so that's where I got that from.
Okay, I just had to ask. I just had to ask. Y'all ladies might need to smell your hair. Smell your hair before you buy it. All right, back to the book. What's the actual? Is the book out for consumption, or when is the actual release date for the book? And will it be just like digital, or will it be hard copy as well?
The book actually is scheduled to be released on July 15th on all Amazon platforms. It will be paperback and hardback, Kindle and ebook. I'm sorry. It will be on all of those platforms. If they want to purchase it now, I am doing a special from now until May 31st. If you want to do the softback, it's going to be an autographed copy from me. And I also throw a little gift on the inside of it. But it's going to be $20 for the paperback and $35 for the hardback. After the 31st, it's going to be $5 extra.
Okay. All right. Now, what's it like? Because I got to talk about one of my favorite publishing companies in the world, Be Published. What's it like working with Be Published, and how did that situation come together for you?
Honestly, it has truly been a blessing. Like, she has done everything for me. Like, honestly. And it's just so many wonderful things that I can truly say about her. She be on it. Like, she called me this morning, and I love criticism. I'm not a person and I told her that too. I love criticism. I'm not a person that is against it. If you tell me something, I'm going to take it like you tell it to me. So, she tell me what it is. And on the inside, I may get a little bit upset, but she's right. She keep me on my toes. Everything she says she's going to do, she's going to do. And she do everything that she's supposed to do. She don't leave anything out. Like, it's such a blessing to have found her through my friend, one of my friends. She did a book for her as well. And she told me about her. And I contacted her, I think, last year. And I told her, I said, I got a book. When I come to you, I'm going to be ready. So this year, I sent her an email. I said, I'm ready. And she was like, are you sure? I said, yeah, I'm ready. I didn't waste no time. I sent her the money. I was ready. And that's what it was. Because I told her I wanted to write a book with I wanted to have 40,000 words before I send it to her. She said, well, you don't have to have 40,000 words. I said, but I want to. So when I got those 40,000 words, I waited and I sent it to her. And it's been a blast. Like, I can't say enough about it.
Okay. All right. Now, what has been the most enlightening part, other than being able to express how you feel about this trauma you went through in life and being able to tell people how you've dealt with trauma? what's also been some enlightening points for you in your life when it comes to putting out your first book?
That's it. Putting out my first book, and to know that it's coming out, to know that, I'm able to be on a platform such as this, to know that she has put me in places to be on these platforms, as instead of me trying to do it by myself, to be able to put the videos out there that she has done, to be able to be on all of these social media platforms with her help, which, as if I was doing it by myself, it probably would have been much harder for me. But to have her, just everything, I'm just excited about the whole transformation.
Okay. All right. Will you be doing any book signings, or like what type of visibility will you be, doing for the people once the book is released?
That's what we're setting up now. I did come up with a date that I sent to her. So the book signing will we're setting it for July the 18th. I think that's a Sunday. It's going to be on a Sunday. It's going to be here in Houston, and she has everything set up as well with all the details. We just haven't set up a time as of yet, but it will be a book signing on July 18th.
All right. Now, how did you go about picking the cover art for the book? I'm always intrigued by cover arts for books.
Because I feel like I wanted something that expressed what I was feeling on the inside. She sent me some layouts over, and she asked me to choose the top two. It was that one where a lady was looking at the window, and I chose this one because I felt like this one was leading to what I was feeling on the inside. I wanted something to pop out to people, to be like, oh, I got to get this book. I got to see what she's talking about. And what I chose is exactly what I'm feeling. That's how the whole book is. And that's why I chose it.
Okay. All right. Well, you've done very, very well. It definitely intrigued me when I seen it. Now, I cannot let you leave, and I know this is about your book, but you're also
90
a
seconds.
black businesswoman, and I cannot let you leave without talking about your company. Tell us about your company. And
my company is Venetric. Go ahead.
No, I didn't want to tear the name up. That's why I paused.
My company is Venetric Couture Designs. I create any type of apparel that you like. I do T-shirts, I do masks, I do accessories that are handmade all the time. They're not bought at the store or anything like that. They're specifically handmade. I handmake them with yarn and all different kind of other things. And so you can they're mainly on my Instagram page, which is Instagram.com, Venetric Couture, and you'll see all my T-shirts, all my accessories, and everything that I do. I also have a lipstick and lash line coming out. It's called Candy Kiss Collection. I'm hoping to get that out around the holidays, right after I get done with the project of this book. I'm working on it right now. So that should be out around the holidays.
All right. Will there be more books?
Yes, it will. I'm working on my second book right now.
All right. If in your second book, would this be more about personal things that went on in your life, or
10
we're
seconds.
going fiction with it?
Well, I already have I have a nonfiction book already wrote, so I don't know if I want to put that out yet. I'm thinking that I'm going to make another book like this so I can conclude everything from this book right here. So that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. All right. Now, before we get up out of here again, let them know the release date for the book, where they can find it, and also let them know about your social media efforts. That way they can keep up with you, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or all the above.
Okay. The name of the book is The Diary of a Hurt Soul. It's going to be on Amazon. You can get it paperback, hardback, ebook, and you can get it on Kindle as well. You can get the special for $20 for the paperback and $35 for the hardback. After May 31st, it's going to go up $5. You can check out my Instagram at www.instagram.com/Venetric Couture, or you can also go to Facebook and it'll be Venetric Couture Designs.
Okay. All right. Thank you. What does the name Nodora mean? I have to ask that.
Oh, and one more thing is you can also go to the website at NadoriCoutureDesigns.com. Sorry about that. Well, I was just sitting up thinking of what I could come up with, and it's the last. My niece's name is Brianna, so I use the last two letters of her name, which is N-A, and my nephew's name is Dorian, and I used the first four letters of his name, and that came up with Nadori.
Okay. All right. That's a very, very pretty name. Definitely congratulations on the book. Definitely keep Riding Dirty Radio abreast on the things you got going on. And I'm going to visit your website, man. I might need to order, some designs, some Nadori design. But I do got to say one thing. I got to say one thing. Because I'm on this this other Instagram site that you did not say, the real one. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I see. It answers there first, and I was like, I thought he was supposed to send me a message to the business one. I was like, okay, cool, whatever.
No, I actually sent you a message on both. Why are you looking so mean on all these pictures?
I don't. You think so? You must didn't go down far enough to see my teeth. I am smiling on a few. I don't know. I'll be thinking I'll be cute or whatever.
No. Look, I'm not even looking at you. I'm not looking at the smile. I'm looking at your eyes, and the eyes tell the story. You look like you mad as hell. You know what?
No, that's not. I'm really sorry.
You look like you mad that they got Deshaun Watson caught up in all that mess out there in Houston.
Well, I'm going to need you to go down a little further. I know I don't smile all the time, but I do every now and then. So when I do smile, then I'll tag you and let you know I'm smiling.
All right, that'll work. And I'm going to follow both pages. And I'm going to definitely stay up on what you got going on. Again, congratulations on the book. Hey, man, if you ever want to put out a soundtrack to the book, definitely hit us up. We got a lot of independent artists that I'm sure they would like to contribute to. Hey, man, maybe we should do a playlist on Spotify based off of the book. Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to talk to Be Published. All right. Again,
okay.
Thank you so much for joining us on the show. This has been a very, very, very dope story. I'm glad you were able to deal with the trauma and basically push it in a positive direction. Hopefully people will read the book and learn how to deal with, things in their life if they're similar. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much for having me. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, again, that is Miss Venetric Faye, the book, The Diary of a Hurt Soul. Y'all make sure y'all get it out. It's going to be hard copy, paperback, or you can get that thing downloaded to your Kindle or your laptop or your computer, whatever the hell you read on your electronic device. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your boy Vic XL. This is the Riding Dirty Show, where we bridge the gap between hip-hop and everyday life, man. We'll see you guys next time. Y'all stay blessed, be the blessing, stay black, and keep it gangster. Yeah.